great pleasure to be here in Marrakech. Marrakech Air Show is very important to us. We're a gold sponsor, and Morocco, the Royal Moroccan Military, is one of our key partners in this region in Africa. And we're able to meet dozens and dozens of key partners across not just Africa, but across Europe and across the Middle East. So it's well worth our effort to be here. We appreciate the invitation and the opportunity. Lockheed Martin, we used to just sell things to Morocco, but now we're investing in the Kingdom of Morocco by building maintenance, repair, and overhaul. So when we sell aircraft, we're also bringing in the capability, the intellectual property, so that we can repair it here. So again, we're seeking to invest in Morocco, and we're also looking at opportunities to actually do manufacturing in Morocco. In fact, after the show next week, we have a very senior delegation that's going to be traveling to Tangiers to check out the very capable local industry. So again, Lockheed Martin is supportive of the Kingdom of Morocco, supportive of the U.S. government, and the U.S. government places a high value in the relationship. And so we are happy to partner with Morocco and happy to partner with the U.S. government. Thanks for the opportunity to chat with you today. As it relates to future collaborations and opportunities in Morocco, yes, we see lots of opportunities to be in the kingdom. We're also looking at opportunities to invest in human capital with various internship programs, with students from universities, and again, because of frankly, the security situation, we know the kingdom needs a reliable partner that will help provide them the most advanced technology to keep the kingdom safe for its security and prosperity.
And I am here at the Marrakech Air Show to talk about the C-130J. The C-130J is the latest variant of our C-130 family, and in the past 70 years we've produced over 2,700 C-130Js to include the C-130Hs that are here in Morocco, and those aircraft have now been in service for 50 years. The latest version of the C-130 is the C-130J behind me, and that is an upgraded model of the C-130 that the Royal Moroccan Air Force flies today. This airplane brings with it an enhanced cockpit, an all-glass cockpit, which is an upgrade from the analog cockpit in the H model aircraft. Also, it is built to be 30% more efficient to own and operate than the current fleet of C-130s. So this is our latest offering to countries that are replacing their legacy C-130Hs with new aircraft. It allows them to have a lower operating cost over the life of the airplane, greater performance, greater ability to execute their missions, and it's operated by over 28 countries around the world, and also is certified to perform 19 different missions, from airdrop to humanitarian relief to cargo movements, and also to do casualty evacuation, paratrops, and things like that.
So the F-16 Block 70 and Block 72 have an AESA radar that gives the pilot more situational awareness in order to employ the weapon system with the aircraft. And it serves both an offensive as well as a defensive capability. The ability to see an aircraft approaching your sovereign airspace, this gives you the capability to see it much further out, so you can take the necessary actions to prevent a conflict or to be the deterrent to an aircraft entering your sovereign airspace. The aircraft is a single seat. We do have a two-seat version, but because of modern technology, being able to put the information in front of the pilot that's necessary for the moment makes it easier for them to operate the aircraft. For example, one of the things we've done on the Block 70 and 72 is we put a center pedestal display in the aircraft, and that center pedestal display provides all the tactical information that the pilot needs to make a decision for the tactics. And it takes away all the instruments that can be a distraction. If there was an emergency, then those instruments appear on the displays, and they can process the emergency procedures necessary. I mentioned Block 70 and Block 72. The only difference is the engine. So a Block 70 would be a General Electric engine, and a Block 72 is a Pratt & Whitney engine.
We're out here at the Marrakech Air Show 2024 in Marrakech, Morocco, and I'm just going to tell you all about the C-130J. We're actually on the Dash 30 model, so this airplane is 15 feet longer than the standard C-130. So that means we can fit 8 pallet positions on the airplane. So it's 7 along the cargo floor, and also 1 on the ramp and door back there. So it means we can carry a ton of different payloads. We can carry personnel, such as just regular passengers or combat rig troops. We can carry paratroopers which we can do static line jumps out the doors there. We can also carry CDS equipment bundles, both of which we can airdrop. That includes things like vehicles and so forth. Another capability of the C-130J is the fact that we can basically convert the entire airplane into a flying ambulance. So we can have litters set up all throughout the airplane. So doctors and nurses can provide care to patients en route to their final destination to receive proper treatment. Our loadmaster is specialized in dealing with the cargo bay, and they do so with their computer up in the front called the MFCD, and that's where they're going to do all their weight and balance and calculations to prepare the aircraft for flight or potential airdrops and so forth. Other missions of the C-130J, well, it's really a tactical airlift airplane, so that includes things like taking off and landing on short, unimproved surfaces, right? So that's the kind of the bread and butter of the C-130J, and that's also kind of the reason for the propellers. So we actually have 4 Rolls-Royce Allison AE 2100 D3s, and they put out 4,700 horsepower each. So that assists with our climb performance and taking off on such short runways all over the world. And that's kind of the quick and dirty on the C-130. The C-130J specifically, so this is the newest one, and they're still building these down in Georgia. So these are brand new airplanes, some of them. So the C-130J really shines on the flight deck. The biggest thing is the fully digital avionics suite that we have here. The primary flying instrument for the pilot is the HUD, actually. So that will provide you with things like altitude, airspeed, all your flight references, just looking outside the airplane. You no longer have to look down into the cockpit to see all that stuff. You can just look outside. Additionally, you have tons of screens, and you can show just tons of different things to make flying a lot easier, like maps, radars, etc., whatever you want. All the switches in the cockpit are laid out in a very smart way, so everything is exactly where you want it to be, and it's a very clean, efficient layout. It's really fit for the 21st century of aviation. So as a pilot on the C-130, it's a very forgiving airplane to fly. It's very easy.